Today we're filming at Coffee Doctors in Hornsby. Owner Luke has been in operation for 3 years and he runs an incredible business, and you get the feeling that everyone here loves what they do. After chatting with Luke, he was telling me that the one thing he loves the most is that his customers share the same passion for good coffee as he does. We'll dive deeper into Luke's journey on the podcast, so make sure you tune in. Looking back into the market, and the RBA has announced a decrease of the cash rate to a record low of 0.5%. Chief economist Bill Evans had predicted cuts in April and August, however further downgrade in economic growth on the back of coronavirus and collapsing share markets has seen the first of these two predictions come early. Auction clearance rates continue to strengthen, with figures sitting above 80% for the past few weeks, and prices are still on the rise, forcing Australia's median house price up 4.2% to $809,000. Due to the extreme growth in the market, we've seen a rise in development applications lodged to council as homeowners are finding it difficult to find a new home, so some are opting to make additions to their current properties to make them suit. This leads us into an article posted by the Australian Financial Review, which talks about a call to fast-track development approvals in a bid to increase supply and make it easier for those wanting to move. They comment that existing housing stock has been absorbed at a faster rate than they expected, but bringing on new projects isn't easy, as it takes a long time to get permits in Sydney. Many of the clients that we're working with are keen to get moving, but are worried that if one's sold, they can't find anything, and if the market keeps moving up, they may be priced out. Ultimately, what it comes down to is, what is your future plan with your property? If you're thinking of making an upgrade into a higher price range, then there's no better time to do it. The longer you wait, the larger the gap will become, and in a rising market, you're much better off being in the higher priced home, as this will return a much better investment in the long term. The last thing I wanted to touch on is the National Property Clock from Australia's leading independent property valuation and advisory firm, Heron Todd White. This month, they've put Sydney in a rising market for houses and start of recovery for units. However, we feel that we're closer to approaching the peak of the market, as last weekend was the first weekend we've seen a couple of properties in the local area pass in at auction, and a slight drop in buyer numbers at opens. It's something we'll continue to monitor, but with the increased stock, we feel the demand is starting to taper off. That's all from us today. Thanks so much for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you next time.